湾区的这个渠啊，过来到南侧进入这个湾南区的山顶，这就是我们所说的铁湾干渠。
Engineers built the 180-foot wide canal around the perimeter of Sabotage. They constructed a huge dam to the north to capture water running over the mountains and form a gigantic reservoir. They built sluice gates into the dam to control the canal to the river to the south. Their impressive structure safely diverts the water around Sabotage, keeping the city out of harm's way.
房子也是我们说的，所以这个工程很伟大的一个工程，很了不起。
But Xanadu is not the only place Kublai Khan has ambitious plans for. Nearly 200 miles south is the modern Chinese capital, Beijing. Beside today's skyscrapers sits a 15th century imperial palace complex called the Forbidden City. When archaeologists excavate this area, they make a surprising discovery. Far below the ground here, archaeologists uncover foundations from a much earlier structure. Inside, fragments of bottles, tiles, and bowls date from the 13th century, the time of Kublai Khan. Is this evidence that the ruler launches another colossal building project here, far from Xanadu? In the search for clues, investigator Dick Gambat examines the translated accounts of the Venetian explorer Marco Polo.
Marco Polo writes about the Nile Palace here. He says it is the greatest palace that ever was, and its walls of the palace are all covered with gold and silver. He adds that no man on earth could design anything superior to it, as he is intended.
These foundations are the last traces of Kublai Khan's second imperial palace. Just 8 years after Xanadu was completed, Kublai is already embarking on another enormous construction project. He names the city Dabi, meaning great capital, to be built on an even larger scale than Xanadu.
Dabi, 天台是一定的Xanadu. It's as if Xanadu is a prototype.
Why does Kublai Khan need yet another capital city? Debbie believes a map reveals a possible answer.
Dabi is almost 1,000 miles southeast of Baghdad, and here it's almost 200 miles south of Xanadu. Surely it's a lot of fun.
Xanadu will be Kublai Khan's summer capital. Dabi his winter capital. As the seasons change, the emperor will travel with his court between the two cities. But Debbie believes the weather is not the only reason for building another capital city.
The center of gravity of Kublai's mountains is not in Central Asia, where the Mongols come from. It's now in China, the opposite circle. Kublai's world now revolves around China.
Kublai Khan builds his new city in what's now the heart of his empire.
He says, I may be the emperor, but I'm also the emperor of China. So China is a nation.
Kublai Khan's ambitious city-building projects enable him to solidify his imperial rule. But what can strange discoveries in Xanadu reveal about life and its citizens? And how does the city become part of one of the greatest trading routes in history? Why does Special K have 10 grams of protein? Yep, that's why. Special K. Special for a reason.
Protected by America's War motorcycles. You can also go Your gut is like an onion. When we go through bacteria and that balance is key to a healthy gut environment. Better understand this gut environment gently nourishes you with bacteria, working with your body to help your gut and teeth flourish effortlessly every day. Grow and taste good. Gut environment.
It's always a great. Your kimchi is flavors and promote mental sharpness, focus, laughs, sleep, nutrition, today, shine, girlfriend, always advancing. Some things are better left to a professional, like when it comes to finding financial advisors. So take the free quiz, then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors at smartasset.com.
Where would you be on all these?
15,000.
I'm at 37.
21, cash money, taking back, baby. Filthy Fortunes, new, tonight at 10 on Discovery. Judge Hayes investigates a Titanic conspiracy. Spoiler alert, it involves so much more than just an iceberg. Expedition Files, new season premieres Wednesday, April 16th on Discovery.
Xanadu, Emperor Kublai Khan's magnificent summer capital. Grand palaces tower over the landscape, gleaming with marble, gold, and colorful ornaments. But this is beyond simply a city reserved for royalty. In the 13th century, Xanadu is the most prosperous metropolis in the world. 120,000 people live in the city. What about these ordinary citizens? What is life in Xanadu like for them? Wei Jian believes clues could be hidden in an unusual location. Beyond the walls of Xanadu lie burial grounds for the city's inhabitants. To the south, over 1,000 tombs. These stone shelters house multiple burials. Alongside the bodies, mourners leave ornate mirrors and delicate porcelain to honor the dead. On the other side of the city, to the north, more burials, but here the bodies are buried in individual graves. Inside, stirrups and arrowheads accompany the bodies as offerings. Both these cemeteries date from the same period. Why are they so different? Today, many of the tombs have been looted, but archaeologists have managed to save a handful of burial goods. Wei Jian believes these offerings reveal who lives in Xanadu.
马来逊华人，他们出现的埋葬的方式是汉地的方式，
Oh, buddy.
Andy.
也基本是一个
Put
汉
me on the oppressor someday.
But the graves in the north tell a different story.
和城北边有墓地，出土的墓葬表现出是蒙古，是当时蒙古族牧民。
The different burial styles and offerings indicate these citizens' ways of life were different too. Mongols and Han Chinese live side by side in Xanadu. And when they die, their families bury them according to their own religious beliefs. When the Mongols are the ruling power, they show an all-inclusive attitude towards religion at Xanadu. Further discoveries
Now he don't want to play anymore.
suggests it
Now
contains
he
a
run
far
on.
richer mix of people than simply Han Chinese and Mongols. When Jian's team finds an intriguing stone carved with Arabic script.
所以呢，而且我们的形状特殊，是
I'm
放
making
在
my
这个
first.
上的上方。
Guess it's time to just fuck around.
就我们在路上也发现了白人的这个电台，分布地方是各色人的、各种阶层、各个民族都在这个地方来生活。
The discoveries reveal that Xanadu is a lively cosmopolitan city full of people from across Asia, the Middle East, and even Europe. It's a
Alright,
tolerant
double yo.
society where all faiths are free to worship, and earns Xanadu the nickname the place of 108 temples.
Thank you. A little bit of cat and mouse.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's it. Oh, what? How though? I was behind the wall, bro. Didn't make sense.
Make you leave this log.
Does it lock onto him still as a person, like with the... You're just on it with the bullets, bro? Jesus.
On that shit.
Done up, done up.
Pretty roasty.
Not bad. Damn, bro.
Actually, no.
No, video. Only by shooting is still at half, I think.
Lord. I'm not talking
Okay, calm down. How about
I
that?
break your legs.
Oh
Who's that guy?
shit.
Break your legs.
What's up?
What's up?
He gonna
Hey,
break your legs.
Speedy. Hey, hey. Either.
I don't like the l'argent, man.
147 mil. No, that's fine. He gives you 15 mil. I'm over 100.
Why you're running with the fucking and whistling it? America. I don't want to leave America because I'm with my good. Can I hear that?
Oh, no. Oh my god.
Attracting visitors and merchants from across the known world. Malaysian thinks surprising evidence among Xanadu's ruins reveals a sudden change of fortune. He examines images of Xanadu's known gateway on the southern side of the city.
Oh, I'm in the wrong neighborhood. I'm just passing through. I don't even know how it came to this.
I don't even know how it came to this.
I was just looking for a ride. That's all. You know, I fell out the sky, just try to get to my automobile like a normal individual. Caught up in a cross shootout. Now I'm still in cars. Thought I'd turn my life around.
Oh, he's out. He got me.
Yeah, he just got up after.
See if I can get this drug deal to go through without a hitch.
Look at his car just came up. Hey, hey, oh, hey. Can't fly for shit.
Killers on the streets. Hey, get off these blocks. Taking out one garage with 2 garbage cars.
Okay.
Is that a helicopter? Oh, this ain't right. How did it come to this? Oh.
What do you mean you can't bring this?
Oh, he's right near you, Speedy. Watch out. Oh, what the fuck?
Ah, no.
Santiago, what the? You brought a fucking tank to a
That's what
gunfight?
I mean.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
out.
go, go.
Oh,
Bro.
By its mysteries, 750 years later, it's lost.
yeah.
Just as the legends describe,
How you just blew yourself up, dummy.
colored in gold and marble fit for an emperor.
Pass the boat.
Oh my god.
All over the world. Ingenious engineering allows it to thrive for 100 years,
This motherfucker.
poised to launch an attack at any moment. This city is the legacy of a triumphant nomadic Mongol emperor, Kublai Khan. This is Xanadu.
Wow, you get into your helicopter again. I killed you once and then
That ain't.
yeah, up there, he just griefing everyone, bro.
That ain't right.
I get him though.
I'm getting out of this neighborhood. Because if I get killed one more time, everybody getting wiped out.
Alright, I'm back.
No time.
What?
No time.
I'm impassable. I gotta hide.
Bye, buddy. You're dead.
Uppity Rip. Good. Oh shit, Uppity Rip's still fucking here.
Yeah. Bro, you got some dog aim.
Samara, Iran. 80 miles north of today's capital, Baghdad. Samara is one of the richest archaeological sites in the world. It is little known outside the Middle East.
The name of
The modern-day city of Samara is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. The area around the city is frequently attacked by Islamic
Sometimes you gotta
terrorists.
crash out just to get your enemy. It is what it is.
Samara has been off limits to Westerners for decades. Now, our cameras have been granted special permission to explore the stunning, unique site of medieval Samara for the very first time. In the 9th century, while Europe is emerging from the Dark Ages, this city is a shining beacon of Middle Eastern glory. Its heart's an opulent palace, with walled gardens and roofs that reflect the desert sun. It's a vast complex of buildings that stretches across 300 acres.
Let's see what I got in this garage.
Colored glass glitters on huge domes that rise across several courtyards. Beyond the palace, a scene of 100
Bro, no way we just traded.
stretches 25
modded version of that.
Wait, do you actually have it?
Yep.
Shit. I'm thinking about. I like the tires. Like, I'm pretty sure I got the stock
Yeah, I know.
tires on
The
this.
stock tires look so sick.
It's trippy.
But I was in my interaction menu. That's wild.
Oh, man. Enforcement-like conduct. Technical.
Flag on the flag.
That's it. That's it. Oh, sudden foreskin is online. Yo, that was actually his name. It was Sudden Foreskin.
That's fucking.
To make it sound like, cause it make you almost say it every time, right?
Yeah.
What? Just because it's so close, right? But like that was his like game plan with it. Like it's just kind of made him chuck. But he's loading up right now, for sure. Want to go to friend only lobby so no one's fucking with us?
Yeah, we can.
Close friend.
Oh, so it's like that now. Okay, I see how you want to do it. I was just gonna do some regular stuff, but now, okay, all right. I see you. I see you. Okay, it's cool. All right, my turn. Yeah, now it's my turn. All right.
The monster should be seen from miles away. That's why the minutes is so high.
In a tower half its height would have been empty. She thinks identifying this building may reveal why the minaret is so huge, and why the mosque and Samara are built in this arid wilderness.
The documents tell us that the builder was Khalid Anihov, and then pull up art.
Samara is built in 836 AD to be the capital of the mighty Abbasid Caliphate. Its territories stretch from modern-day Tunisia in the west to Central Asia in the east. It is one of the largest empires in history.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service?
Its ruler, the Caliph, builds the great mosque as the centerpiece of his new capital to proclaim the glories of Islam and the power of the Abbasids. The Caliph al-Mutawakkil is the 10th ruler of the Abbasid dynasty. He comes to power in 847 AD with the empire that
All right, I know what I gotta do.
he oversees a huge expansion of Samara.
So everybody want to get crazy.
Doubles the size of the city.
Everybody want the smoke. Okay. I will much oblige. these niggas is nuking niggas from the sky with F-1. Oh my god, who's that, a fighter jet? Shit, it's dangerous on these streets. Yeah.
As it's proved to explain why the minaret has this unique spiral shape, lie in the landscape around Samara.
We have one of the most dangerous earthquake fault in the world, which must be Iraq and Iran.
Yeah.
At least 8 significant earthquakes strike this region in the
Yeah.
9th century.
Fuck around now. Yeah.
It's now estimated at 7 on the Richter scale. As investigates if the conical-shaped minaret is built to cope with an earthquake of this magnitude. He sets up an experiment that uses a piece of engineering equipment called a shake table.
The shaking table will vibrate when the frequency which is close to the frequency of the earth meets that effect that an earthquake has.
He begins the experiment by using a model of a traditionally shaped cylinder minaret.
Let's not move that shape.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm picking the best logical option.
Simulates an earthquake of 6.5 on the Richter scale.
Yeah. What?
So now we start shaking the minaret.
Duh. What am I doing?
Amount of vibration. This is dangerous.
These niggas won't smoke. I'm being nice. No, not today.
If such forces were acting on the minaret in the real world, it would almost certainly crumble to the ground.
Always shaking from the foundation.
Right there, son. Yep, there you go.
It's the experiment with the second conical shape.
Some damage.
Just like the one in Somalia.
So Omar, please start.
Has increased the magnitude to 7 on the Richter scale, the same as the 9th century earthquakes.
Yet we still have no vibration whatsoever from
The minaret has a large base that narrows as it rises, which increases the structure's stability.
the engineers knew that if they maintain the foundation, that naturally they will have better performance in the limits such as
But a mystery remains unsolved. When Samara is built, the Muslim Empire already has a capital city. It is called Bidjana al-Salam, or City of Peace.
Yeah.
We know it by its motto. Right before Marcy Caliph built a second Hungarian capital.
Which one?
Identical houses discovered under the desert sands reveal
Yeah. Yeah, let's go do it. Yeah, I'm with the shoot today.
first year, so I'm gonna use mine to get some of my beautiful stuff that I discovered flashback match. We'll take them.
We're all creatures of habit. We've always had our brain flights and one of the juicy bridges any product our Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. More delicious ways to brain.
An alternative to pills, Voltaren is a clinically proven arthritis pain relief gel with THC to target the source of pain with non-steroidal and time-frame The source, Voltaren. Enjoy both.
The beauty or health taken in Europe regardless of Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis and still have symptoms, you don't have to settle. Ask your gastroenterologist to switch it to Invoke is right for you. It's one of the latest flavors from the makers of Humira. Invoke works differently than Humira, and they help. Invoke is a once-daily pill that can deliver rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and hosts 3 weekly storage of your intestinal lining.
Invoke can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and develop serious infections, blood clots, symptom, cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, do not test. Death, heart attack, and stroke, TB, breast infections, and infections,
ready? But Pooh just called, said I could come through and get a tour of Dre's studio as a thank you for what we did for him. Lamar crazy ass her, so you know that fool gonna be here too. But it's gonna be cool. We'll do it whenever it's good for you. Man, I'm excited for this. Look, bring a friend if you like. This one gonna hit different, alright? Peace, homie.
She heads to a palace about 10 miles from the center of the city. It stands on a cliff overlooking Samoa. This is the best preserved of all the Barca palaces, and the first time a Western crew has been allowed permission to film here.
This palace is really beautiful. It's probably around 3,000 square meters.
The palace is 2 stories high and surrounded by large walls and a moat. One of the 2 floors is made up of vaults and catacombs. Builders take 5 years to complete. Estebrack wants to know who built this palace and for whom. The clue may lie in its name.
We know that it is called El Mashuk or El Ashur, which means the beloved or beloved. It may have been built from the Caliph to his beloved.
Are the Caliph's favorite slave girls and lovers merely kept women?
We have got some reports of love affair between caliphs and slave girls, but the slave girls play a very active part. The slave girl is angry with the caliph. She says caliph doesn't make her happy. It's a kind of gift. That's why the poem was on get himself back into favor.
Some women may enjoy real political power too.
Some of the senior slave girls would be wise of caliphs, and they would be advisors and so on. In many cases, they have their own households with their own financial resources, their own treasuries.
By piecing together surviving clues from the palaces, experts are gradually building an image of life in Samara 1,200 years ago. It is a city where a girl can start as a slave and become a queen and trusted confidant of the caliph and have their own palace. What is everyday life like in Samara? And how can a stunning discovery here reveal an intellectual and scientific revolution that shapes the world even today?
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
Advil targeted relief. One topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that stop working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. Advil targeted relief. Why is Special K so special? All 3 links? Oh, I can see it's terrific. Oh, wait. Go back to the berries. Special K. Special for a reason. If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now, there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clear skin. With Skyrizi, you can show up with dramatically clearer skin. If you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyreason. Learn how Abby could help you save.
Is always advancing with game-changing formulas that promote mental sharpness and help extend lives. See what nutrition can do. Purine Pro Plan. Always advancing.
Great blue heron. Know when I go, I'd like to leave some money to the local bird conservancy. Just count. All you need is a will. Something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustedwill.com now and take account.
I need these items printed by Friday.
Certainly.
Are you sure input certain? Certainty matters. When you need promo gear for gifting clients, customers, and your team, 4imprint.com has items certain to wow. 4imprint for certain.
Let your feet take you wherever your spirit wants to go. The one and only Hurricane lets you navigate any surface so you can go anywhere your heart desires. We designed from top to bottom. It truly stays alone. Now you can walk easier down whatever path you choose. Move forward with confidence at hurricane.com. Also available at Walmart and walmart.com.
Tonight, Pastor and his team are helping folks clear out their clutter, collect their valuables, and cash in and split the profits.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Sabotage. New tonight at 10 on Discovery. The shit's coming. Live Saturdays at 8 on TNT, and now streaming on Max.
Samara. 1,200 years ago, a city of 150,000 people. Of spectacular palaces, stunning buildings, and unimagined luxury. What is life like for the ordinary people of Samara? Estabrak Mayed explores the ruins of the city.
There are about 11 buildings here. They look like they were built along what life is to.
Each building is decorated with elaborate carvings that rise from the floor to halfway up
That
the
was a
wall.
waste.
They are about 6 feet high. They are made of plaster stucco. They are stunning motifs and they would have been painted with bright colors.
The interiors appear to mimic the lavish decorations of the caliph's palaces.
These has probably belonged to the civilian officials of the caliph, artisans and merchants.
All the cities of the vast Abbasid Empire and the relics of their culture have been destroyed or built over. Samara is the last surviving window into this world-changing civilization.
People who live in Samara have wealth and artistic sensibilities.
Evidence reveals the people here live in a golden age of science and technology. In the ruins of Samara's palaces, archaeologists unearth thousands of shards of ceramics, fragments of tiles, the remains of broken water jugs, and plates adorned with intricate patterns that in their prime are coated with a highly iridescent glaze. It's so shiny it makes the pottery look like silver or gold. Medieval potters regard it as alchemy. It's a technique called lusterware that requires knowledge of complex chemistry. So how do the artisans at Samara master it? Andrew Hazelton is an expert in medieval ceramics. He investigates the secrets of this ancient craft.
The intention behind luster is to create what looks like gold from metal sulfides.
To find out how the alchemists of Samara do it, Andrew experiments with a mix of copper carbonate, silver chloride, tin oxide, and red ochre.
This is a complicated recipe.
Andrew paints the paste onto the surface of an earthenware bowl. He heats a kiln to almost 1300 degrees Fahrenheit and fires the bowl for 5 hours. Finally, he adds damp wood to the kiln. It's an ingenious way to make smoke and reduce the amount of oxygen. Andrew believes this could be the secret of making lusterware.
These people who have really expert knowledge of how this chemistry works. This is when you really find out whether you create a luster.
Only now will Andrew know if the experiment is a success.
on the island.
In the bright lights of Samara, this would be glowing like the sun, really, silver and gold.
Andrew has recreated the lusterware. The same technique is used to decorate the tiles of the caliph's palaces, making the city a fabulous spectacle.
As the sun came round the day, catch the tiles would be like palaces alive. Not just like a flat colour, but the lustre itself is like a three-dimensional colour. So the palaces themselves would be dazzling.
The invention of lusterware is one example of vast technological changes sweeping the empire. Abbasid scholars rediscover and revive the idea of intellectual inquiry from ancient Greece and the Near East, lost in the Dark Ages. Investigators call this
Let's make some plans.
the Golden Age of Islam. The Abbasids made unrivaled advances in science. They built the first observatory in the Muslim world and discovered new galaxies. Mathematicians begin working with negative numbers and invent algebra, the foundation of modern mathematics. Physicians make pioneering discoveries about the working of the heart and begin to unlock the secrets of the nervous system. Baghdad becomes the intellectual powerhouse of the world, home to a library called the House of Wisdom that attracts the finest scholars from across the world. It is one of the greatest periods of intellectual inquiry in human history. From Samarra and Baghdad, Abbasid science, culture, and its stunning architecture will influence the whole Middle East.
Abbasids preside over one of the greatest periods of intellectual inquiry in human history.
The caliphs gather knowledge from far-flung lands, and then they give it back to the world. But how can the Abbasids control their vast empire? And how is the extraordinary fate of Samarra revealed by its mud brick remains?
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
Take me regardless of your mental health, but a medication caused irritational movements in your face, hands, and feet called tardive dyskinesia, or TD. So the doctor prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release TB treatment for adults. Austedo XR significantly mitigates TB movements. Some people saw a response as early as 2 weeks. With Austedo XR, they can stay on mental health meds.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to or call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking lisocine, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
Ask your doctor for Austedo XR. New Purina One Liquid Air was our cat miracle. We discovered that it was sensitive to heat allergies. Then the incredible happened. Purina One Liquid Air started reducing the major allergen in our cat's hair.
Together forever.
New Purina One Liquid Air, a difference from day one. Tonight, my parents and his team are helping folks clear out their clutter, collect their valuables, and cash in local profits.
I can't thank you guys enough.
so bone. After I feed my girl tickets to the show tomorrow, now it's sold out. It's her freaking birthday. Ah, dude. She's only gonna break up with you. He's definitely gonna break up with you.
Shitty's chick pic.
Wait, what'd you say?
Chick pic. Look.
Oh! What? There are no hidden fees. What did you guys think I said?
Oh, tick pic. I thought you said
You heard right. TickPick, the no-fee ticket site.
Hi, I sell deodorant for a living, but not just any deodorant. The whole body deodorant designed just for guys. And a whole body deodorant designed for on odor all day that controls 72 hours. Plus, it was invented by a doctor right here in the USA. What's made of secret? Paralyzed. Not some bacteria. These stop bacteria. These stop odor before it starts. Now get this. Because our deodorants are free from any harsh chemicals, you look safely anywhere on your body. Your customers get 30% off at shopmando.com.
the son of a Turkic slave soldier from Samarra.
Ibn Tulun became the governor of Egypt, which was the second biggest, most prosperous area of the Muslim world.
Ibn Tulun turned on his masters in faraway Samarra.
Ibn Tulun started to assert his independence as ruler of Egypt, but also of Syria and some parts of North Africa.
The Turkic threat to the caliphs is growing both in the empire and at home in Samarra. Ali investigates another huge palace in Samarra.
This is what the local name Jewish night has been given by the Caliph Mu'tasim to one of the important leaders in the army.
The Caliph gives the palace to a leading Turkic general as a gift. Its enormous walls enclose a vast courtyard, over 1 square mile in size. Ali examines a transcription of a medieval text. It reveals the ambitious general quickly changes the palace's function.
We know all that information from the medieval text, which state clearly that this palace has been changed to a mosque.
Turning the palace into a mosque means soldiers of the slave army can gather in their thousands. Once the caliph's bodyguard, they are now a threat.
The basic conflict is that their loyalty is not for the caliph himself.
The loyalty of the Turkic soldiers is to their own generals. The leaders of the Turkic slave army in Samarra become so rich and powerful that they begin to threaten the power of the caliph. To keep control, Caliph al-Mutawakkil orders the arrest of a Turkic general. He strips him of his possessions and leaves him in jail to die of thirst. But the Turkic generals strike back. They send assassins to murder the caliph while he dines in the palace. Now the Turkic slave army commanders rule Samarra, no matter who the caliph is. It leads to anarchy in Samarra.
The central government of Samarra collapsed. The whole series of coups and counter-coups and murders and so on went on there.
Ibn Tulun uses the chaos to set up his own dynasty in Egypt and Syria. At home, the caliph feels isolated in his desert capital. With thousands of disloyal soldiers his only company. In 892 AD, just 56 years after Samarra is founded, he makes a remarkable decision.
The caliph, due to the continuous transparency of the Turkish army, decided to return to Baghdad because it's not safe anymore.
Baghdad once again becomes the capital of the empire. Samarra's brief moment in history is over.
Samarra, from political point of view, was a betrayal.
The great palaces, mosques, and minarets are left as lonely outposts in the desert. How does Samarra avoid destruction by one of the most ferocious armies in history? What happens to the Abbasid Empire after the fall of Samarra?
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bags and chicken bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. But the best deal of all time? Gotta be Wendy's.
Hey, it's Harvey.
Guilty as charged.
And we are being humble, but we're learning. That's a lot.
All I ever wanted was a cool boss with our name, no nickname. Now I know what a walleye is.
All that matters expensive. Run it to an RV and both with your home and auto insurance.
And got great savings and coverage. Something that's what I was thinking.
I kind of overdid it with the core, didn't I?
Way overboard.
It's a final run. If I'm the man which Angus loved most, Reese's or Cadbury. Choose well.
How'd you spell it? Celebrate Easter with Reese's and Cadbury. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too.
What's in your wallet?
Frosted Flakes good?
You're still great, Grandpa.
See, told ya.
You know Harbor Freight for affordability, but durability goes right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do it for us at Harbor Freight. New Purina One Liquid Clear was our cat miracle. We discovered our sensitive pink allergens. Then the incredible habit. Purina One Liquid Clear started reducing major allergen in our cat's hair.
Together forever.
New Purina One Liquid Clear, a difference from day one.
Choose Advil Liquid Gels for faster, stronger, and longer-lasting relief than Tylenol Rapid Release Gels. Because Advil targets pain at the source of inflammation. So for faster pain relief, Advil, the pain away.
Duh, man plus 10, whole body deal protects you everywhere. 10, when you're there, when you're in. Even down there. Duh, man, whole body deal, care that goes everywhere.
Where would you be on all these?
15,000.
Sure. I'm at 37.
21, cash money, taking back, baby.
Filthy Fortunes, new, tonight at 10, on Discovery.
Every step I take, I don't know what's going to be there. I see something. Oh my God.
Afraid to see first tonight at 8 on Discovery and Streamers Day on Discovery Plus.
Samara, the glorious capital of the Abbasid Empire. When in 92 AD, the Caliph flees Samara and the great city is abandoned. The Caliph stripped the city's grand palaces and great mosque of their treasures. All that's left are empty buildings.
Many of the artworks were sent to Baghdad.
What happens to most of these buildings?
Abbasid architecture was made of brick and plaster, wood, hung with textiles. All these things don't survive very well.
Estebrak Mayed looks for clues at Samara's great mosque.
The walls are the only thing remaining of the great mosque. The roof, the interior, the fountain, and everything inside has gone.
Today, the minaret still stands guard over the ancient city, but the great mosque of Samara is little more than a shell.
Much of Samarra was destroyed after it's abandoned by the natural erosions.
Over the centuries, most of the city disappears beneath the desert sands. But Samara faces an even greater threat than wind, rain, and desert storms.
We have contemporary texts from 13th century, all describing the great calamity that occurred here and befalls all the region.
300 years after Samara is abandoned, a ferocious Mongol horde emerges from Asia. It strikes terror in populations across Europe and the Middle East.
Mongol army under Hulagu Khan sweep through this region.
The remains of the great mosque and its stunning minaret are an easy target.
The Mongols would have taken the wooden roof for a fire roof.
They also destroy all the glass on the front wall of the mosque. And then turn their attack on the greatest city of the age.
The main target of the Mongols was not Samarkand, but Baghdad. That's once again the capital of the Abbasid Empire.
In 1258, a colossal horde of 150,000 warriors laid siege to Baghdad, the largest Mongol army ever assembled. They seized the caliph, wrap him in a rug, and ride their horses over him, trampling him to death. The raiders destroyed Baghdad's great library, the House of Wisdom, burning it to the ground. It's said that the river Tigris runs red with the blood of scientists and philosophers slaughtered by the Mongols.
About 90,000 people were killed, and that was the destruction of one of the greatest empires in history.
Medieval Baghdad is utterly destroyed. Samarra, already abandoned and in ruins, survives.
Samarra is a unique site in that we can get an idea about what the cities in the Middle East looked like in the time of the Great Age of the Arab Empire. It was never destroyed, burnt down, or anything like that.
Samarra serves as the capital of the incredible Abbasid Empire for a mere 56 years. Yet the scale and ambition of the city are breathtaking. Samarra, the golden city in the desert, and the golden age of Islam. A remarkable testament to an extraordinary culture. And standing over it all, Samarra's magnificent spiral minaret, beneath which up to 80,000 worshippers once gathered to pray. The last surviving remnant of the Abbasid Empire's desert kings. The lost city of Amman, an ancient mystery buried deep in the Egyptian desert.
This was a huge city. It had a population of perhaps 50,000 people.
This sprawling metropolis is home to Egypt's most famous rulers. Akhenaten, Queen Nefertiti, and the boy king Tutankhamun. Why does it vanish almost without a trace?
But we look at it as a monument of great ambition, or you look at it as the work of a maniac despot.
Today, investigators journey deep inside ancient tombs and use forensic analysis to reveal one of the darkest chapters in Egyptian history. mountains hide a lush oasis that stretches across more than 50 square miles. They're all that's left of a once magnificent city. In its prime, Amarna is home to up to 50,000 people. At its center stands a huge royal palace. And not one, but two vast temples. The largest stretching more than 6 football fields from end to end. Why does this city disappear for thousands of years? What secrets lie buried beneath the sands? Archaeologist Dr. Anna Stevens investigates this vanished metropolis. Its rise and fall is one of Egypt's greatest mysteries. Amarna is the vision of an enigmatic pharaoh called Akhenaten, a king thought to be the father of the famous Tutankhamun.
The size of this place is extraordinary. We're standing here at the very northern end of ancient Amarna, and when we look out, we can see the Nile River running alongside us here, really the source of life for the ancient Egyptians. The ancient city stretches originally from right alongside the riverbank, all the way across to the eastern cliffs.
Akhenaten's city appears almost nowhere in Egypt's official records. But the cliffs behind the city's center conceal a remarkable account of its origins. Here, Anna joins Egyptian archaeologist Hamada Kelly. They decipher a gigantic stone tablet carved into the rock.
This is a boundary marker. We call it stela. It's one of 15 stelae of this kind to mark out the territory of ancient Amarna.
A ring of boundary markers like this straddles both sides of the Nile. They define the city limits. The tablets also describe every major building inside them. Ancient symbols called hieroglyphs reveal that Akhenaten built them all for the Egyptian sun god, the Aten.
It's really studying the vision for this new city. So there's these single monuments that you can create for the sun god, and the endowments that you can create.
The ancient Egyptians believed that the Aten is the creator god. He appears in the sky as the sun hits him.
Was the animal organism of being. So we think that atom is the source of the life.
This city, in a scorching hot desert, is the perfect home for a sun god. But why does the pharaoh build an entire city? A clue lies 5 miles away to the east, in Amarna's very own Valley of the Kings.
The faces that I know.
Tons of stone and rubble, a slippery shaft descends straight into the rock of the mountainside. In the deepest chamber, lie elaborately carved fragments of an impressive stone sarcophagus. This is a tomb of high steps, but there's no money inside, as severely damaged hieroglyphs on the surrounding walls hide all clues to the tomb's home. In the chambers beyond, one carving remains intact. Beneath the image of the Aten god himself are 2 figures, Akhenaten and Horus. What can these painted carvings reveal about the origins of this lost city? Anna pictures inside the tomb. Haunting images of the pharaoh cover almost every wall.
All Egyptian tombs are generally covered with images of the tomb owner. This here is very badly damaged. It's Akhenaten. He's standing the closest to the sun god and the rays of the sun god.
A female figure stands next to the pharaoh in almost every image. Decoding the hieroglyphs here reveals that this is Akhenaten's wife, a queen called Nefertiti.
This character should use the name of the speaker. We can see the name inside the book, as guide.
This figure standing close behind the king under the rays basically happens. This
tomb is highly unusual. Nefertiti is shown to be almost as powerful as her husband.
The key figure here is obviously Akhenaten. He's the largest figure, he's the one who's closest to the earth. And he, of course, is the head of the family, he's the head of the city, and of course he's lived in Egypt as well. But you can see also that Nefertiti is represented on really quite a large scale. She, like her husband Akhenaten, is semi-divine.
The burial chamber also depicts their children. The identity of one family member in particular is extraordinary.
What it seems to show is the death of Princess Nefertiti in childbirth. What's also really interesting here is that we seem to have the depiction of the princess's baby. Some scholars suggest it's possibly Tutankhamun.
This might be the earliest depiction of the famous boy king. The tomb reveals that the abandoned city of Amarna is a family project.
Most pharaohs' tombs of the New Kingdom were cut just for the king himself. The royalty of Amarna is a little bit more unusual, so we think that not just Akhenaten was buried here, but one of the royal princesses, the king's mother, might also have been buried here. And there's a really prominent suite of secondary chambers that look as though they were intended for Nefertiti's burial as well.
Amarna is not just another city. It's supposed to be Egypt's new capital, the home of the royal family. But this tomb also hints at a troubled history. These chambers are never completed. Many of the carvings here appear to be deliberately damaged.
One figure that we know wasn't buried here was Tutankhamun. He was actually buried in the Valley of the Kings at Luxor. There was a question mark about whether Nefertiti might have been buried here. The suite of chambers that seems to have been cut for her is unfinished, so it's unlikely that her body was actually interred here.
Amarna is a vast puzzle. Why does the pharaoh move his family and Egypt's entire capital to the middle of nowhere, only for it to fade away? A secret shrine in a lost corner of the city could hold the answer.
What's up? You just gaming and listening to history.
From day one, the secrets of ancient Egypt have remained hidden for a millennia until now. The world's most famous archaeologist, Dr. Zahi Hawass, will reveal the greatest mysteries of the ancient world and present groundbreaking new discoveries for the very first time. This summer, join Dr. Hawass on his largest lecture tour ever, coming to 33 cities across the United States and Canada from May through August. Be there to witness history, live on stage. Register now at ZahiLectures.com.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light, discover Capilita. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Capilita is proven to deliver significant symptom relief for both bipolar 1 and depression. Clinical trials moving to symptom were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Capilita is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle weakness, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. common side effects of sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor how Caplyta can help you. Let him elect. Find sleepers at Caplyta.com.
Got some cool stuff here for you.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit or purchasing power of gas to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too.
What's in your wallet?
Alright, let's talk.
Oh, that's a lovely view.
What are you looking at?
Tip-pick.
What did you say?
Tip-pick. Take us to the
Hey,
show.
let me know if you have any questions.
Introducing Mando, a whole body deodorant. Mando's different. It's tough enough to control body odor in all your tough smelling places. How does Mando work? Rather than covering up odor with heavy fragrances, Mando stops odor before it starts. Our formula is powered by acidified technology, pH optimized. It works by blocking bacteria, digestive fluids on your skin like sweat, anywhere on your body. Order Mando whole body deodorant today and control your body better.
For the best deals, go to shopmando.com.
This is the one. She fixes, she manages, she perfects. Because maintaining this space transports her to this space. The industrial grade product you need. Call, click, or stop by. Granger, go once, get it done. Josh Gates investigates a Titanic conspiracy. This one involves so much more than just an iceberg. Expedition Files. Season premieres Wednesday, April 16th on Discovery.
3,000 years ago, a mysterious pharaoh called Akhenaten builds a magnificent new city at Amarna in Middle Egypt. This barren desert plain by the Nile is hundreds of miles from Egypt's traditional cities. Here, the pharaoh rules with his wife, the beautiful Queen Nefertiti. Why does this spectacular metropolis suddenly appear here from nothing? Archaeologists Anna Stevens and Hamada Kelly hunt for evidence in the city center. At dawn, the sun rises from behind a gap in these distant cliffs.
Because it's
Is
there.
it lovely, isn't it? You see the columns and the woody behind it. But he's, yeah.
Amarna is unique. It's the only city in Egypt built for a single god. But outside these spectacular temples, there's evidence that not everyone is devoted to the sun god. In the suburbs of this glorious city, these ordinary citizens live in basic, closely packed houses. Constructed from rough mud bricks, painted with a simple coat of white paint, house upon house is packed together. Nearby, built in the same way, is a simple chapel. Inside, an open space with benches. At one end, there's an altar and a shrine to two of Egypt's traditional gods, Isis and Shem. Why are they hidden away in a run-down corner of the city? Egyptologist Aiden Dodson explains that Amarna is the result of a forgotten revolution.
Amarna is the brainchild of one man. It wouldn't have existed without the demon imagination of Akhenaten.
A clue to the city's secret history lies hundreds of miles away, in Thebes, Egypt's ancient capital. Aiden explores its vast temple of fire. This mega temple is dedicated to Egypt's most important ancient god, Ammon. But faded carvings reveal traces of an unthinkable attack on Egypt's holiest site.
Looking at these texts, there are plenty of places where I can see different scratched out. And what was once there, the names of Ammon.
Aiden believes this vandalism is the work of none other than Akhenaten himself.
It's a wonderful example of how Egypt was then all over Egypt by Akhenaten to remove Ammon's reigning cycle wherever it appeared.
1,000 different gods and goddesses. Among them, Anubis, shackle-headed god of the underworld, Thoth, the knowledgeable god of the moon, and powerful Ammon, king of the gods. The Akhenaten erases them all from his temple walls, systematically replacing them with a single one, the sun god. Across Egypt, the Aten now reigns supreme through his son on earth, the pharaoh. Archaeologist Anna Stevens investigates how the pharaoh builds his new world order at Amarna.
Now, for the people who've been following me for a while, know it's around this time I normally take
Many of
my
these
swim.
underground chambers are
So,
remarkably well preserved.
yeah, set this up, come back, do my submersion.
And this is a man called Mary Rao. He was a really important person in ancient Amarna. He was the high priest of the Aten.
Priests are powerful people in ancient Egyptian society. They often have their own magnificent tombs celebrating their status. But this burial chamber is very strange.
Normally in Egypt at this time, high-ranking officials would decorate their tombs with imagery that really celebrated their achievements in life. Here at Amarna, we see the tomb owner very much in supporting roles that focuses on the king, the queen, and the Aten.
Nefertiti and Akhenaten totally dominate this scene. Only they stand beneath the Aten sun god.
One of the king is the king worships the Atens and is handing over offerings up to the pharaoh. The king wanted the focus to be on the Aten cult and on his special relationship with the sun god.
At the very city of Amarna, Nefertiti and Akhenaten have total, absolute control. There will be no other temples, no other priests, no other gods to challenge them.
What Akhenaten was doing here was anathema to the idea of world order. You cannot deny the existence of other gods and focus worship only on one god. This would have been incredibly upsetting to the Egyptian worldview.
Amarna is the dawn of a new age and an audacious power grab.